coverage. Our Kyrie Stewart is live on the scene in North Philadelphia, but we are going to begin this half hour with our Kelsey Fabian, who is live outside of police headquarters for us. Kelsey.
Nick and Demetria, when we spoke to Commissioner Ross this morning, he started the interview by saying not only was yesterday a challenging afternoon, it was a challenging evening, and it was a challenging night. He gave praise to his officers, saying that not only are they so brave, but also commended their ability to be able to make sure no civilians got hurt in this situation. Now, we do have footage of Maurice Hill. He's 36 years old and has an extensive criminal history. This is footage of him leaving Temple University Hospital after he was evaluated. Now, Ross told us that it took several hours to even make any contact with Hill. Once they did, he says that he made very unreasonable demands. They also learned that he had been FaceTiming his girlfriend during the ordeal. They tried to use that as leverage, but when that didn't work, they did some unorthodox things. Ross said because it was an unorthodox situation. The first, using Hill's lawyer. When that didn't work, Commissioner Ross got involved. He said it's the first time in his career that he's done this, but because there were 5 people trapped in that home, 2 officers and 3 civilians, he said he felt the need to get involved. He said he also would have never been that close to the scene, but because of this situation, he felt it was necessary. Take a listen.
If there were no one in that home with him, I wouldn't have been that close. I just wouldn't have been. But I just couldn't, have my police officers be trapped like that. I wouldn't have been able to live with myself if I'm 200 feet away and now someone needed to ask a critical question about a tactical entry and I'm not standing there close enough for them to respond. That would have just bothered me beyond belief.
Ross says that ultimately what got Hill to surrender is the tear gas. The tear gas is also why they aren't able to enter the building that the suspect was in. Still this morning at an active scene, they're waiting for that tear gas to clear. So right now they don't really know the weapons he was using. They do know that there was at least one long gun, but as far as what other manpower or what other gun power he had, they are still unsure of, and they won't know until they can get into that home. Now, Nick and Demetria, I do want to mention too that Ross brought up that this all started because of a warrant for an arrest over drugs. He continued to stress to us that drugs are a problem in this city, and with drugs comes violence. I'll send it back to you.
Such a chaotic scene, Kelsey. And again, it's just so hard when you reflect back to imagine that no one was seriously injured, not even killed.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Incredible. All right, thank you, Kelsey. And we continue our team coverage.